Hi, Seagull class. You've worked with pronouns before with our grammar box. You've made poems, you've made your own board games. Well, today we're going to learn about a very special pronoun. Several, in fact. I have some cards that I've made that are just like the charts that we have at school. I. Instead of saying my name, I can use I. I am giving a lesson. Here is I. I am giving you the lesson. You, the person I'm talking to. I am giving you the lesson. You is also a personal pronoun. Now, I can talk to you about someone else. He went to the store. He wrote a poem. He played a game. I'm talking to you about someone else. I could also talk to you about someone who's part of a group. One person in that group. I would say she. She belongs to the group. She's playing a game with them. She's running after all of our class. I, you, he, and she. Oh, but sometimes I am part of a group of people. I am part of that whole group, and so I say we. We are a family. We are in Seagull class. We are learning from home. When I say we, that personal pronoun means myself and a whole group of people. It's not just one person. I could also talk to you. But instead of just being one you, there could be a whole group of you. If I'm talking to Ellie, Andy Chasso, Anne Merrim, and Ella, there are many of you, aren't there? And so I can talk to you, meaning many of you. Just like I can talk to you, I might be talking about another group of people to you. They watched the lesson. They practiced the lesson. They made dinner. I'm speaking to you about a group of people. So those are our personal pronouns. I, you, he, she, we, and they. Now I want you to look at your cards. At the top, put your personal pronoun card on your table. And off to the side, put first person, and then second person, and then third person. Because whenever we have a pronoun that's about I, the person who's speaking, that's the first person. Do you see how I is in the center? Because I am so important. Whenever the speaker is talking about themselves, whether it's I or we, it's in the first person. Now, whenever the speaker is talking to someone, that person is in the second person, because we can't have a you without an I. And so this second person, you, who's also so important, is the second person. Also, when you belong to a group, that you is the second person. But if I'm talking to you about someone else, they are the third person. I couldn't talk about someone else without you or without I. When we talk about someone else, that's the third person. So he and she and they. Those are the third person. Did you know that pronouns, just like nouns, have a singular and plural version? They do. And so with your cards, you have the first, second, and third person. Well, right underneath personal pronouns, you can put your card down for singular and then for plural, so that your cards look something like this. They're in this layout. Now I want you to think about the first person. Do you remember which personal pronouns are in the first person? And which one is only one person, singular? I. The second person, when it's only one person, is you. And the third person, when it's only one person, when it's singular, is he or she. But what about when it's plural? What is the first person plural? We. That's myself and other people. What if you were part of a bigger group and there was more than just one person? The second person plural is you. Now what about if I'm talking to you about another person but a whole group of people? I'm talking to you about a whole group of people that neither one of us belong in. That's they. The third person plural is they. So set your cards to look like this layout in front of you on the table. Got it? Okay, now look at it long and hard. Think about the first person, second person, third person, and what it means to be singular, one, or plural, many. Okay, now I want you to pick up those red cards and put them in a stack. Now shuffle them around so that they're in no particular order. And now you are going to try and put them back in the right place. So your white cards are still left out, and you're going to be thinking about where these pronouns go. Ready? Do you have all of your red cards down yet? Okay, you can check it with this card, with my layout. First person singular is I. Second person singular is you. Third person singular is he or she. First person plural is we. Second person plural is you. And third person plural is they. Now I have some riddles for you. So on your paper, write down the personal pronoun for second person plural. Now on your paper, write down the personal pronoun for third person singular. On your paper, write down the personal pronoun for first person singular. On your paper, write down the personal pronoun for third person plural. And on your paper, write down the personal pronoun for first person plural. Now write down the personal pronoun for second person singular. Did you look at your cards while you wrote them down? If you didn't, go ahead and check what you have on your paper with your cards to see if you got them right. Now this time, pick up those red cards. Put them so you can't see what they say. You could even flip them over. And we're going to play again. Ready? Third person plural. Second person plural. First person singular. Second person singular. First person plural. Third person singular. Did you get them all? Keep practicing with these, putting them in the right place with the heading cards first person, second person, and third person, and with the heading cards of singular and plural. Write sentences with these. I wonder if you can write a sentence that has all of these in it. That would be a pretty crazy sentence. You can do any of the follow-up exercises that you'd like to do with these personal pronouns. I can't wait to see what you do.